And we begin tonight with that breaking news with word of a link between the suspect in last night's shooting of 2 Detroit police officers and the case of murdered Wayne State Sergeant Colin Rose.
Multiple sources telling 7 Action News there is a DNA match from 2 scenes.
7 Action News reporter Brianne Palmerini is live in Detroit right now, where the 2 officers are now in the hospital. Brianne?
Well, Carolyn and Glenda, those 2 officers being treated here for their injuries at Detroit Receiving on the long road to recovery. And we do know sources now telling us that the suspect that may be connected to those shootings may also be connected to the murder of Sergeant Colin Rose. That is 60-year-old Raymond Durham. He's accused of shooting 2 police officers last night. Now, sources telling us his DNA is linked to the murder of Rose. Sources say there was DNA on Rose gloves and a flashlight, and it is a match for Durham. But people we talked to said Durham just didn't seem capable. The High Grade Deli is just a few blocks down the street from the scene of the shooting, and the suspect, Raymond Durham, is known to the employees.
Through the years, he's been a regular in the neighborhood for as far back as I can remember.
They say he kept to himself, usually ordering a coffee, sometimes breakfast too.
When I saw his face, my first reaction was, yeah, that looks like my customer. I was just totally amazed and shocked.
The employees say they couldn't picture the 60-year-old man involved in anything that he's accused of.
As we know him here, you'd have no clue whatsoever that he carried a weapon or had a weapon or even had the ability to use a weapon. That's the shocking part of the whole thing.
Down the street at the Marathon gas station, the attendant said the same thing.
Keeps to himself. Makes me laugh all the time. I really couldn't believe when the cop showed me his picture that it was him. I was shocked.
Faraj said Durham was in his store just minutes before the shooting and bought some sandwiches.
It was here at like 8:06, and then it happened like, I guess, 5 minutes after.
But there's one thing people at both places acknowledged. He may have been dealing with mental health problems.
He's a regular customer. He's got mental issues.
You could tell that he was somewhat mentally impaired. There's no question about that.
Durham's family has also spoken out about him. They don't believe he's guilty.
My mother and father always tried to get him committed, but like I said, they wouldn't take him because he had to submit himself, and he never did. And mainly, he's been having these problems for years.
2 very different images here that were getting portrayed of Durham. As Police Chief James Craig tells us, the suspect aggressively tried to kill 2 police officers. Of course, we will continue to keep you updated on this story as we get more information and as it becomes available. For now, live in Detroit, Brianne Palmerini, 7 Action News.
All right, Brianne, no matter how you slice it, just tragic all the way around. Thank you so much for the live report. Glenda?